to find out about this one. These new players, especially on the Rams. So here's a great shot. Just check it out. Here's your 2021 Rams. They just casually add Odell Beckham Jr. and Von Miller. They're making their debut. Peter said yesterday we weren't sure if Von was going to play. Turns out he's out there. And after an early completion to Odell through the hazy fog, which is maybe where the offense is right now, Stafford just throws one, a jump ball. It's picked off by Jimmy Ward. It's fascinating to watch Peyton on the Manning cast say, yeah, Odell stopped on it right there. And they were just laying out how they were completely on different pages, which you can understand. He's been there for 2 days. But that, I don't know, what'd you call it, Rachel, early on? It was corny. Okay, well, there's nothing corny about an 18-play, 11-minute drive. That was Shanahan's Black Swan. I know he has a lot to prove still. He can retire after that. That's the greatest drive of his career.
Not the NFC Championship.
No.
Where Raheem Mostert just scored another touchdown on the Packers. I mean, he's done this before. It's crazy.
I wonder if, though, like, he kind of times himself. Like, next I'll have a 12-minute drive. Yeah. It was really awesome, and so was that. That was a pick six by Jimmy Ward. And for the second week in a row, the Rams are down 2 touchdowns. But they get another one, Higbee. And then look at this, Deebo. Deebo is a great player. Deebo Samuel, you want to watch Von. He and Aaron Donald do a twist there, and they don't get home. Just looking at those two, it's like Hans and Franz. It's like, Carl Weathers and Arnold. It looks great, but it just wasn't productive, at least not last night. But it's new. We'll see. And we'll talk about it in a few minutes. There's Deebo doing
cute.
What is it? All right, so that is a great little contrast there. Jalen's mad on the sideline, and Deebo's doing like a children's photo shoot at JCPenney. Yeah, cartoons. Yeah. He's eating cereal with Cam Newton. But then we go, he's not eating cereal here.
He's really good.
He really is. Peter, what is
He's eating Wheaties.
Maybe so. Breakfast of Champions.
He was in that draft a couple years back, and he was a second-round pick, and everyone's now looking for the, I mean, Charles Davis calls it finding Deebo, like finding Nemo.
What?
You're trying to find that guy. Everyone is looking for that on their team now, and there's not many like him.
How smart and classy is Charles Davis? God, he's the best. 31-10, 49ers. But, all right, so guys, the Rams are 7-3. They've lost 2 in a row. It's been bad losses. Let's hear from Sean McVay after the Rams' second loss. Let's see if he's mad or if maybe he puts a positive on it.
I choose to believe that these last couple weeks are not who we are. I refuse to believe that, even though, you know what, you're only as good as your last game. These last 2 weeks have certainly been humbling. We're going to figure this thing out, and we're going to come back freaking swinging. I promise you that, all right, these last 7 games of the regular season.
Ooh, Rams have their bye week coming up, and apparently they're coming back freaking swinging. How concerning is last night's loss for the Rams?
I don't think it's that concerning.
Okay.
Just looking at it's happening across the board in the league.
All right.
Every good team is going through this, you know, at some point, and they got a bye week. If you told them before the season, all right, those first 10 games, we're going to finish 7-3. You know, they're going to take that every day. And of course, you're at 7-1. You don't want to finish 7-3 going into the bye week. But at the same time, like, you look at where you're at, you move forward. I think he shows zero panic in that interview. So, and it's not like he knows something that we don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Same with the Bucs. You know, they lost 2 straight. I feel that same way.
Can't get there yet.
Yeah, I just like it's still early. We still have 7 or 8 more games. Depending on where you're at in your schedule. Yeah, I think no cause for concern.
Nate, you're new to the show. You're not doing the TV thing. You're supposed to ring the alarm on any time a team, like when the Cowboys lost to the Broncos last week, I came on and I was like, I think that we've told the real cow, and then I get...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to get got.
I know.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
I do think there is a little reason for concern with the Rams, though, because it's now 2 weeks in a row of Stafford throwing bad interceptions. And that's what gives me, because they'll hang with anybody, but you can't give the ball away. And say what you want about the Jared Goff era, they would not put the game on Jared Goff's arm. They'd be like, we're going to win it with our run game. Our defense will carry the way. Goff, just don't kill us. Stafford killed him the last 2 weeks. Now, he's the better quarterback than Jared Goff. I have no doubt Stafford knows that he had 2 bad games, but these interceptions, they can't continue or they won't be winning these games. Interceptions like this to start a game, you put yourself in a 14-point hole. You're not going to win against the 49ers in their building if they do that the way they run the ball. So 2 weeks in a row, I mean, this is last week. This stuff is a little concerning because there isn't this great track record of, yes, but, you know, Stafford does this and then always in the end finds a way and he always pulls it out at the end. No, Stafford at the Lions, they didn't just pull it out at the end. So it's a really good time for a bye. It's a really good fork in the road. Matthew Stafford, L.A. Rams, what do you want to be? Those interceptions, those are not going to be acceptable come January and maybe February, which is what their goal is.
The honeymoon phase is worn off.
It sure has.
For real.
And now they got to go to relationships.